So I'm just leaving Eric Thomas. It wasn't an event for Eric Thomas, but it was a Pinnacle. What is it? Personal Leadership Development event, and Eric Thomas was the keynote speaker. And so during lunch break, I'm talking with my friend, and we're talking about desires, right? We're talking about what you want to do and so forth. And I was letting her know that prior to gaining about 30 pounds in muscle that I did this last year actually, that I had never believed that I could gain that. And so it was never really an aspiration. It was something that I thought that was basically impossible. I've seen people lose weight, but I've never seen people strategically gain weight. And so whenever I thought about getting in shape, I've only thought about getting in shape from the standpoint of, what is that? Getting cut, getting my Bruce Lee on. But I never really thought I could really actually gain a lot of muscle mass if I actually really try to do it. And so it was a desire that was in there, but all that I really was thinking I could do was what I aimed for. So when I first started working out, I was doing P90X. And P90X, what do you get to get? You get to get you get to build some strength, you get to build some stamina, you get to build some agility, you build your core strength, so on and so forth. And I started seeing the veins, I started seeing me lose weight, and I'm losing weight and I'm loving it, right? Because at first I wasn't in shape at all. So at least I'm starting to see some type of progress. I could recognize my muscles and so on and so forth. I'm seeing the six pack and all that. And I think, man, this is it. This is what I'm talking about. And while we were talking, I brought up something to her attention that I said, man, when I'm on Facebook, I always see things like this one quote. And in this one quote, it says something to the tune of if a guy really wants to be with a woman, he'll be with her. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no questions. There's no, but if and only if, blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, if he wants it, he'll be with her. And I go, man, that's a bunch of nonsense. I know it, firsthand experience that just because you like somebody doesn't mean that you'll be with them. And not to say that you'll end up with them on some fate type of stuff, but just because you like them doesn't mean that you'll pursue them. And that's what the meme is entailing. And the truth of the matter is that if you don't think that you can get something, very likely you won't even go for it. I'm a personal trainer now, right? And so when I'm talking to people about wanting to get in shape, don't get me wrong. I hear everything. I hear every single story, every single excuse, every single reason for why they have the goals that they have and why they haven't reached the goals that they've wanted to reach in prior times. The truth of the matter is that sometimes we want to have something, but we don't think that we can actually get it, so we say we want something else. We say, I don't want a Benz, what I really want is, a Mazda. I don't want to have a big house, just give me a nice little 2-room apartment. And the truth of the matter is we say that because we know in our head and in our hearts that that's what we think that we can actually achieve. That's what we think that we can actually acquire, given our talents, given our energies, given our prior experience. And so I was going through that same thing. And so it became clear at a certain point that not only did I want to gain muscle mass, but that I actually needed to gain muscle mass. So what was happening? I went on the fast with the church, fasted meat for 50 days, left the fast 10 pounds down, and was like, oh no, why did this happen to me? I actually lost 10 pounds. I was already skinny, and I said, I gotta gain this back, but I don't want to gain fat. Let me gain this muscle. So I had to ask myself and beg myself and beg other people, how do you gain muscle mass then? How do you do it? And slowly but surely the answers began to reveal themselves. I'm on Facebook, I'm in the groups, I'm asking my friends. I got 2,000 something friends. I'm asking my friends, who knows how to gain muscle mass? How do you do it? And the truth of the matter is I got the answer. Now once I got the answer, I had to apply it. So what I'm saying, there are some things that you want to do. There are some things that you want to have. There are some things that you want in your life, but you think that you can't get it, so you don't even aim for it. When somebody asks you, what do you want? You don't say that you want it. You say that you want something else. So truth of the matter is, first you got to check yourself. Ask yourself, what do you really want? Really, what do you really want? What do you really want? Secondly, after you ask that question and have your answers, begin to beg in the universe. Begin to ask people around. The Bible says, call out to wisdom. Like, begin to ask and ask and ask, how do I actually acquire this? If you want to make more money, if you want to meet somebody special, if you want to live somewhere else, you have to ask the questions. How do I do it? How do I move? How do I get a different job? How do I get a promotion? How do I gain the skills necessary to achieve at this particular task? Like, what do I have to do? Ask yourself that question and ask others that question, and to begin to piece the answers together. And once you get the answers, then go after it wholeheartedly. But the truth of the matter is that you won't get there until you first ask yourself the question, what do you really want? Why is this relevant to me? Just got a relationship. In the relationship, towards the end, homegirl was like, Jermaine, you don't even want me like that. Like, we cool. We have a great time together, but it's clear that if you really, really, really liked me, that you would put forth some different effort. I'm seeing effort. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I can't say you don't care at all. I can't say that you're not interested at all, but I'm not seeing the effort that I can imagine myself experiencing if I knew that you really loved me. Sometimes your lack of desire is telling us something. Sometimes your lack of persistence, your lack of determination is telling that something you ain't going after what you really want. So when I talk to people who aren't passionate and I listen to them and they say, yo, I want to lose weight, I know you don't want it because you ain't talking like you really want it. I know you don't want it, but you say you want it. You say you want to sign up for some classes. You say you want to sign up for a couple of training sessions. You say that you want to lose this weight. You say that you're tired of this, but I can tell that you're not really tired. All right, I'm gonna chill out. But you're not really tired, that you don't really, really want it. So ask yourself, what do you really, really want? Have the courage. It actually takes courage to say that. It actually takes courage to ask yourself that question. What do you really want? In spite of what people are going to tell you and what people are going to expect is possible for you. What do you really want? After that point, then begin to go after what it is that you really want. It'll speak volumes once you acquire it.